Here are 5 must-read standalone fantasy books for when you need a break from those 10+ book series that's so dominant within the genre. First on up, we have Tress of the Emerald Sea. This is a really wholesome seafaring adventure following Tress, who's trying to reclaim her friend that she's falling for, who got whisked away by his father. This is kind of a fantasy switch retelling of The Princess's Bride, and is just really wholesome and a really fun book. It also has some of Sanderson's stronger prose, I'm dropping the book now, as he leans into this more fairy tale-esque writing style that I really enjoyed. Next on up is Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Huang. This is emotional. This is an Asian-inspired, family-driven fantasy book that's very character driven, that follows this family who are brought up in a very traditional, very culturally interesting island called Kaigen, and they're training for this war. It's kind of an urban fantasy because technically it's more modern day. There are cars and phones, but on this island it still doesn't really have things like that. They still stick to those traditional values, and it is an emotional roller coaster. Highly recommend. I try not to mention too much of the same author in a single video, but M.L. Huang is just the master at fantasy standalone, so I'm also going to recommend her newest book, Blood Over Bright Haven. This follows Siona, who wants to join this order of mages, and she is accepted as the first ever female mage. There are some dark twists and turns with the narrative, and again is very character and theme driven, and it will hit you with all the feels. Next up, I did post this fairly recently, but I think it's underrated, so I'm going to mention it again. A Master of Djinn by P. Jelly Clark. An alternate history Cairo with djinn and demons filling the world, and we are on this murder mystery with this detective called Agent Fatima, as she tries to track down a man claiming to be the one who opened the rift between their realm and the realm where all these djinn and demons came from. This one's short as well. A lot of the other standalones are a wee bit chunkier, but this one is a short standalone, and it's a ton of fun. However, if you want something longer to sink your teeth into, definitely check out Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. This is another alternate history following 2 magicians trying to bring magic back to an 1806 London. This covers a huge amount of time and follows these characters throughout their lives, and it's just great to really sink your teeth into. Very atmospheric writing. I do love me some standalone fantasy, so if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them in the comments below.